Hi everybody, Elizabeth here from Girl Scouts of Maine, and today in our continuing video series of using resources wisely, I'm going to show you how you can make bug repellent from ingredients that you can find in your cupboards at your house. But before we get started on today's activity, it is important to note that there are lots of different recipes out there for bug repellents, and so the one I'm going to demonstrate on how to make today is the one that works best with my skin at keeping the bugs away, but also not irritating my skin. It is important that you test out the ingredients on your skin before you go spraying it or rubbing it into all over your skin like you would with a commercial bug repellent. All right, let's get started. All right, so the ingredients and supplies that you're going to need to make today's bug repellent, you're going to need some type of oil. I'm using avocado oil because that's what I happen to have on hand, but you could also use baby oil or olive oil. You're also going to need vanilla extract. I'm using pure vanilla extract because, like I said, that's what I have on hand, but you could also use imitation vanilla. And if you choose to do that, like I mentioned previously, just be sure to test it out on a little patch of your skin before you get started. And then you're also going to need some distilled water. And if you don't have distilled water, that is quite all right. All you have to do is just boil some water up on your stovetop, get an adult to help you, and then let it cool before adding it to your bug repellent. You're also going to need a 2/3 cup measure, a tablespoon, a teaspoon, a glass jar for mixing up your bug repellent, and then a funnel and some type of smaller jar, whether it's a squeeze tube or a spray jar to pour your bug repellent into. All right, let's get started. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to put 5 ounces of oil into our jar. And 5 ounces is equal to 2/3 of a cup. So I'm just going to measure out 2/3 of a cup here and then pour that into my jar. Next, I'm going to take 2 teaspoons of the vanilla and add that to my oil. 1, 2, and then I'm going to add in the water. And you're going to want to add in 5 tablespoons of water. But I've already measured out my water, so I'm just going to pour it into my jar like this. Next, I'm going to put the lid on my jar, do a little shaking until everything gets nice and combined. That smells really good. Next, I'm going to take my little squeeze jar, take the cap off of that, put the funnel over it, and then pour it in. Now this type of bug repellent, it will get thicker over time, and so I have discovered that it does work better in a little squeeze jar than it does in a spray bottle. There you go. So it's simple as that. 3 ingredients to make your own bug repellent. Thank you so much for doing this activity with me today. I really hope you enjoyed it. And be sure to check out all of our videos in our Make Your World a Better Place and Using Resources Wisely video series, all of which can be found at our website, girlscoutsofmaine.org, Girl Scouts at Home. Until next time.